What is going on, everyone? My name is Jeff, and BMO Capital Markets came out yesterday and downgraded CRON to an underperform rating. So they did have CRON rated at market perform. They're basing that on the fact that CRON is trading at 85 times EBITDA. And of course, they compare that to Aurora Cannabis, which is trading at 40, and Tilray, which is trading at 70. In a nutshell, what they're trying to say is that CRON is entering the nosebleed level of valuation metrics. You know, of course, they have outperformed pretty much every stock in the sector, and it is time for CRON to cool off for a little while, probably trade back down into the teens. Now guys, like I've mentioned many times, all these cannabis stocks, you can pretty much throw the fundamentals out the window. Marijuana stocks play by a whole different set of rules. I am probably just going to hold my position in CRON. I won't be buying or selling because I'm eagerly anticipating the upcoming earnings report. So anyways, I just came straight to the Cronos Group website, and CRON is going to report earnings in exactly 2 weeks from the day, March 26, 2019. So make sure, if you're holding this stock, to mark that on your calendar. On these earnings reports with these cannabis companies, you know, they sometimes almost seem completely unfazed, even on a good earnings report or a mixed one. You know, we really didn't see a lot of movement in Aurora Cannabis or Canopy Growth on their earnings call. And again, I think a lot of that just has to do, they're all stretched so hard fundamentally. I think the real thing people are looking for is if a company has really bad earnings. If one of these companies was to have revenue growth slow down a little bit, then I think you could see a massive drop in the stock. But I'm just going to hold my position. I'm going to see what happens on earnings. If CRON does get hit really hard, I will probably look to buy more. Now I've got the 5-day chart pulled up on CRON right here, and right here where I got my marker, guys, on Monday morning, this is where they actually got their downgrade, and the stock dipped almost 4% initially on the news. But if you take a look here, guys, it's actually rebounded since then, and it took a 3% gain today. Okay, traded up 2% during the trading day, then got an additional 1% in after hours. So despite BMO's downgrade on CRON, the stock looks pretty much unfazed. Now, I've been hearing a lot of people saying that they've sold out of their position on CRON, and they're going to wait for a big dip, then start a whole new position. Now, me personally, I'm up about 120%, and I don't think I'm ever going to get the cost basis back that I originally got. That's why I just plan to hold. But over the past 2 months, CRON has really been pointed to as probably the most overvalued pot stock. So right here, this being yesterday, that's when BMO came out, downgraded them to market perform. Cohen and Company, they actually initiated their coverage at market perform. And then on the 25th, of course, we talked about that here on the channel, Jefferies opened up their coverage at underperform. GMP Securities downgraded CRON to hold from buy. And then back in January, CIBC rated CRON at an outperform rating. You know, they've mentioned CRON being at 85 times EBITDA, and that is simply just too high, that their price per share cannot justify their earnings. But you know, conversely, I say, hey, let's wait till the earnings report, see what kind of year-over-year growth numbers we get, and then we'll make our decision. And then this news also hit on Friday. Of course, everybody probably already knew about the big investment from Altria Group, but it's just been reported that CRON has closed on the investment from Altria, and now that Altria does have a 45% ownership stake that will increase to 55% if Altria exercises its warrant over the next 4 years. Now guys, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Altria jumped in around $16 a share, and so they're close to already about a 50% gain. That was a very good investment for them that pushed the stock real nicely, and that's why I encourage you not to sell your shares of CRON. I can understand not wanting to buy more right here in the 20s in case we get a really big dip on earnings, but this is a stock with a lot of potential and a very small market cap. And just think, if you do sell, you're very possibly never going to get that low cost basis back ever again. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for the video. I will be covering the earning report, and keep in mind, it's in exactly 2 weeks from today on March 26th. And also, Tilray's earnings will be on the 18th of March, and that is estimated to be at 5 p.m. So those are the two big pot stock companies that we are all waiting on, and I will be front and center to cover those earnings reports. Drop a comment. Tell me if you're going to sell CRON or are you going to buy more. What is your strategy? Drop a like, and I really appreciate that, guys. And thank you so much for watching.